Hey. 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 I'm gon' freeze. 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 I'm gon' freeze. 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 I'm gon' break this bitch. Hey. Kicked out the door and I'm up. Bullets they ripping his head like it's nothing. Don't do no talking, not up for the stunt. Goes to hell. All types of shells. Rip off your face. Don't leave a trace. Hey.
Hughie was tied by his arms and legs in a chair, held captive by alternate versions of his allies. Mother's Milk and Kimiko, or just the female as it seemed to be the only name she responded to in this universe, were the same, but Butcher and Frenchie had different faces. Butcher didn't have a beard. His hair was shorter, his jaw was bigger, and his eyes much darker. But just the way he held his crowbar reminded Hughie that was in fact Billy Butcher. He pointed his crowbar to Hughie's bracelet.
I tried to break this so hard I could have taken your arm, but it didn't break.
It's supposed to send me back to my universe, the Earth One people made it.
Butcher interrupted Hughie, putting the crowbar in Hughie's face.
We know everything, mate. Aliens, magic, parallel universes. It's all bollocks Vought made up for their comics. Tell the truth before I shove this crowbar so deep down your throat it comes out your arse.
Butcher threatened and removed the crowbar.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm Hughie, just not your Hughie. I'm not a teleporting soup. If I was, I'd be out of here already. Shit, how the fuck can I prove it? Your dad, he was a lawyer. He tried to sue Vought and worked himself to death. You found him dead on his desk.
This motherfucker knows way too much.
You told me, not you, you Earth 7 you.
Jings,
Someone said as he entered the office.
I'm late one day and you get a hostage.
The man presented a Scottish accent. Hughie took a look at him and recognized his own father. Except they were around the same age despite the shaved head. He wore the same black trench coat as the others.
Petted Hughie, this American Connard claims to be you from a parallel universe.
Dad?
Dad, I'm sorry, is he from another universe or the future?
Neither, man. It's all bullshit.
Oh, no, I'm not an idiot. I'm just trying to understand his story.
Campbell,
Hughie heard Waller say in his earpiece.
keep them talking. If they're anything like you and your friends, you might end up with a bomb up your ass if you don't make this last long enough for the system to recalibrate.
Butcher recruited me after A-Train ran through my girlfriend. Her name was Robin.
Hughie could see in the face of his alternate self that he knew Robin's name as well.
He knows stuff. He knew about my father.
Oh, A-Train didn't run through my girlfriend. He threw a supervillain at her while I stood there.
Wee Hughie couldn't finish the sentence.
Holding her arms like a sucker, because that was all that was left of her. Same.
Wee Hughie grabbed Hughie's collar and lifted him with a chair above his head.
You bloodless bastards think you can play mind games with me? Who sent you? A survivor from the G-Man. Answer me.
Settle down, lad. You don't need to play rough. I already got him shitting bricks.
Wee Hughie let go of Hughie and he fell, breaking the chair.
Holy shit, you're all soups here?
Will you ever let this shit go?
Wait, I know things only Hughie would know. Translucent. I killed him.
Who's translucent?
You don't have translucent on this Earth?
Hughie asked, astounded, and then Butcher started stepping on his neck, pressing a little harder and a little more harder.
I'm tired of this prick. We'll take his photo, show it to Legend, Queen Maeve, your bird. Somebody will know who he is.
Just then, Hughie's bracelet started lighting up and vibrating. A few seconds later, Hughie disappeared in light just as he came, as well as the bag of guns he brought, leaving the boys confused as for what happened. Butcher sat down at the lab watching footage of the Plutonian. He was a blonde, similar to both Homelander and Superman in different ways in the older footage, wearing his white and red caped suit, while he killed crowds of people with his powers.
How many times did Homelander want to do just that?
Butcher thought. The Plutonian's golden power vision could cover someone's entire body and reduce them to a flaming skeleton. In the earlier footage, he had a buzz cut and no cape. His suit was red and black now. He was still killing people.
You won't stay here for long. No reason to have this in your mind.
Better safe than sorry, love. I need to get an idea what it's going to be like on my Earth if the main cunt does the same.
Bette Noir was a woman with blue eyes and short black hair. She wore blue fashioned like a noir detective and carried a gun. Butcher laughed as he looked at her gun, and then the footage of the Plutonian killing hordes of people. Butcher followed her back to Qubit's lab, where he had Amanda Waller on the screen looking very displeased. There was also a winged man with long hair and a beard next to Qubit.
If the Plutonian is half of the threat you describe, there's no way in hell I'm risking him popping up in my reality.
Not necessarily your reality, but somewhere else in the multiverse where we can escape him. People are desperate, literally nowhere to run.
I fail to see how that's my problem. We're working on sending Butcher to Earth 7. He'll be out of your hands in minutes.
I get the feeling I can't count on the goodness of your heart to save billions of lives.
You got the right feeling.
Butcher's bracelet started lighting up. He smiled wickedly, knowing what was about to happen.
I guess it's goodbye, mate. Good luck. You'll need it.
That last sentence was uncharacteristically serious. The last thing Billy Butcher said before he disappeared out of light with his belongings, and even the earpiece Qubit had on the table. The winged man spoke to Qubit.
So this was all for nothing?
Maybe not. We got the idea of the multiverse. Even if we can't escape this universe, perhaps we could weaponize multiversal teleportation, but this would take a genius greater than mine.
Qubit said as he looked at the Modius robots. Apache Chief slapped the Legion of Doom spaceship to the ground, where the Super Friends waited for them. Frenchie looked around as he sneaked out of the ship and was enclosed by a sphere of green energy. A white Green Lantern wearing a mask was taking him away from the fight. Frenchie saw everything green from inside the sphere, like a bad filter used on an 80s children's cartoon, where he figured he was in.
Don't worry, pal. You'll be safe behind these rocks.
Frenchie watched the cartoon battle between the heroes and villains. Despite the presence of powerful heroes like Firestorm, they never used too much power. Matter of fact, they barely threw any punches. Frenchie heard somebody walking behind him. It was Captain Cold, pointing his gun at him.
Stay right there. We won't let you go before we find the secrets of your technology.
Oh, but you have to!
Someone said, a girl. She was with a boy, both brown-skinned and smiling, wearing the same purple jumpsuits and out-of-fashion hair.
Jayna and Zan, the Wonder Twins.
The two fist bumped and said together,
Wonder Twin powers, activate!
Reminiscent to Frenchie of the TNT twins.
Form of an elephant!
Jayna said and turned into an elephant.
Form of water!
Zan said and turned as well. Captain Cold, as if waiting for them to finish the transformation, tried to shoot at the Wonder Twins. Zan, in his water form, covered Captain Cold's whole body, and when he shot, turned into ice and froze himself. Zan's face was still drawn in the ice with a few animated lines.
It seems like Captain Cold became Captain Colder, Jayna.
Ice Zan said, and his sister used her elephant trunk to carry Captain Cold.
Come on, it's safe now.
The villain's spaceship was flying again. Frenchie somehow could perfectly see Lex Luthor on the window from a great distance, as if his eyes got to see him from a close-up. Luthor lifted his fist at the heroes.
You're yet to see the last of me, Super Friends.
Frenchie walked to the Super Friends with Jayna and Zan. Superman and Batman both shook his hand.
It's good to see you well.
It's good to be well, monsieur.
Hey, if you're having trouble going back to your reality, I bet Pops' crew can fix you up at Star Labs.
Very generous, but Madame Waller said I'll be back home at any minute. But I'm grateful. This all reminds me of the things I watched when I was a petite. And for this Captain Cold Connard, I hope he burns in hell.
I'm sorry?
Jayna, still in elephant form, asked, very confused.
What do you mean, burn in hell? He'll be okay after the ice melts.
What? Non, he's dead. When you freeze someone, the cells explode. They're instantly dead.
All the Super Friends' jaws dropped. They couldn't believe it. Robin shook as he pointed to the frozen body of Captain Cold.
Does that mean I'm looking at a dead body?
Robin yelled and turned around. Frenchie could hear him vomiting, but couldn't see it.
Recompose yourself, chum. Now we have to arrest the Wonder Twins.
Oh my God!
Zan said, still as the ice covering Captain Cold.
Jayna, we're not heroes, we're murderers! What have we done?
Just then, seeing this talking animated piece of ice with a little face in it, Frenchie considered that the laws of physics and biology could not apply to this cartoon reality. Before he could say anything, the Super Friends started loudly arguing with each other, and his bracelet showed a white light that made him disappear in a flash. Mother's milk machine gunned a crowd of crossfaces, hidden behind an abandoned carriage with an old man and two other younger men with him also shooting at the crossfaces. One of the younger men got hit by an arrow on his shoulder. MM laid him down as the two others kept shooting.
Easy. You're out of danger. Matter of fact, you better keep shooting because we need you.
The look on the man's face changed from expressionless to sadistic. A cross scar started emerging on his face. MM took the arrow out of his shoulder and put it through his eyeball, killing him. MM and the other two survivors ran. The old man couldn't keep up with the younger and was left behind. The crossfaces snatched him and started removing his clothes. The old man yelled for help. MM looked back, and when he saw the crossfaces pulling their pants down, did the best he could do. Threw a grenade at them, killing them all, including the old man.
You just wasted a grenade!
If that was me, I'd consider it a favor.
He kept going with the other survivor and headed to a barn. A crossface jumped out of a bush and killed the other survivor, her weapon. A severed woman's head she carried by the ponytail. The head was filled with metal spikes.
I'll rip your prostate with my teeth.
The crossface yelled and MM shot her in the head. MM ran to the barn and locked himself inside.
Moo! I'm a cow! Ha 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 ha!
A crossface inside the barn said. He was covered in blood and was wearing the head of a decapitated cow as a mask. His face was visible through the cow's mouth. He attempted to attack MM with a pitchfork, but MM dodged, took the pitchfork from him, and put it through the crossface's heart.
Take me out of fucking hell!
MM begged Waller through his earpiece.
Done. You'll be on Earth 7 in less than a minute.
I hope I have a minute.
Crossfaces started climbing inside the barn, and MM gunned them down. MM took a bottle of rum on the ground of the barn and put a piece of clothing in it. He pulled out his lighter and lit it up. As more crossfaces climbed inside, he threw the bottle at them and the fire started spreading. MM's bracelet finally flashed its light.
I'm here inside. Come get me. Come in and burn, motherfuckers.
MM disappeared with a flash of light as more and more crossfaces got inside and started dying, consumed by the fire. Gwen Poole gave Kimiko one of her pairs of sunglasses, pink and with very transparent lenses.
Just a little reminder of our Earth.
Ms. Marvel stretched her arm to give Kimiko a new cup of mocha cola and sat next to her. Two Spider-Men entered the fast food restaurant, one taller wearing red and blue and a shorter one wearing black with red webs. The taller one was taking the lead.
Today's lesson, how to master the art of swinging while taking your lunch with you.
The taller Spider-Man said.
That was last week's lesson.
The other said, his voice sounded young.
Yes, and you got soda all over your suit.
Look, it's Spider-Man, well, Spider-Men.
Viv Vision said. The two Spider-Men walked over to their table.
Of course, this crossover needed a Spider-Man cameo. That's Miles. He's from another Earth, too.
Hey!
Relax. She's going back to her universe.
Is it just me, or is the whole multiverse thing getting a bit tiring?
The older Spider-Man said. Gwen Poole laughed at Spider-Man. Kimiko's bracelet's light turned on.
I think this means she's going. Bye. Nice meeting you.
All the other heroes said their goodbyes as Kimiko disappeared and she waved at them.